Good morning, children. This is 8th standard English grammar class. Topic active into passive voice. So, what is active voice? I already told you. The subject doing the action is called active voice. And what is the passive voice? The subject not doing the action is called passive voice. So, for example, I tell one example. Who wrote the Tirukural? So, Thiruvalluvar. So, Thiruvalluvar wrote a Tirukural. Is a active voice. But the passive voice, Tirukural written by Thiruvalluvar. So the subject doing. So subject is a Thiruvalluvar is a subject is doing the action. It's a written. Is an action is called active voice. And passive, they change to the object place and the subject place. The Tirukural come to the subject place. So it's the passive voice. So Tirukural is a not doing the action. Tirukural written by Thiruvalluvar. It's a passive voice. Second session, the first sessions I already taught you in the simple present tense. And now we are learn about the past tense and the future tense. Tense, what is the mean by tense? It's a time. So time, you well know, and it's a time. So how many times? So 3 times. Present, past, future. So 3 times. You just turn about the active into passive voice. You will know to the tense and sentence patterns. Okay, now let's do the past tense. Simple past. Simple past. So what is the auxiliary required in the active voice? The active, so passive. What is the auxiliary required in the active voice? Did plus V1 and turn to the V2. And the passive voice, the subject is a singular. So was plus V3 form. The subject is the plural where. So it's 3 form. So what is the auxiliary required? Is the did. So for example, did plus eat. So turn as a 8. Did plus eat is as a turn as a 8. And next went. Send. So what is the auxiliary hiding this word? What is the auxiliary hiding this word? So did. So did plus go. So turn as a went. So what is the auxiliary required in the did to plus V1, and the V1 is the verb turn to the V2 form. And the passive voice, the subject is a singular was plus V3 form, and the plural were plus V3 form. And did to plus it is a turn as a 8. So next went. So went, what is the auxiliary hiding this word? So did to plus go is a went. So I give us some example. I heard a noise. I heard a noise. So first of all, you divided the sentence patterns. So I is a subject, heard is a verb, and noise is a object. The SEO pattern and changed to the OVS pattern. And subject object come to the subject place. So object air noise. Air noise. So noise is a singular or plural? So singular. So singular, what is the auxiliary required? So was. Was. And then here. What is the auxiliary hiding here? Did plus heard, heard. So a noise was heard by I changed to me. I changed to me. And another one example, the police punished the thieves. The police punished the thieves. First is sentence first. The police is a subject, punished is the verb, the thieves is the object. SPO changed to obvious pattern. Next, the subject object come to the subject place. The thieves. So thieves is a singular or plural? Yes, correct. So plural. So plural thieves. So more than 3 thieves. Where and third form, V3 form. So what is actually hiding here? Yes, did. So the thieves were punished. So third form, punished, punished, punished. Punished by the police. Punished by the police. The simple pause, the active is a D2 plus B1 is equal to V2, and the passive voice is the subject, and come to the singular was plus V3 forms, the plural were plus V3 form. Okay, another one example. The teacher gave us a test. The teacher gave us a test. The teacher subject gave verb us a test. I is a indirect object. Test is a direct object. Usually we change to the active to passive. SVO pattern changed to OVS pattern. Previously I give an example. All sentence SVO. The sentence has only one object. But this sentence have 2 objects. So indirect object and direct object. So how to write the active into the passive voice? I tell you, it's a very simple. First of all, you take one object. So one object means the direct object, a test. Okay. So object comes from the subject place. A test. A test is a singular or plural is a singular. A test was. So what is the verb given? So that form give, gave, given. So give, what is the auxiliary hidden here? The did. So a test was given to us by the teacher. The teacher is a first way, and another one way you take another one object us. So us is the object place and come from the subject place. Us changed to we. We is a singular or plural. We mentioned all students. So we is a plural. We so plurals is a were. We were given. We were given a test by the teacher. So very easy. So whatever it is, the 2 sentences are correct. Whatever it is, you well known to the sentence patterns. You divided the sentence and after you write it easily and very correctly. Okay, understand? Okay. Next, tense form, past continuous. Past continuous, active into the passive voice. So what is the actually required? Was plus verb plus gerund form, and next were plus verb plus gerund form, and passive voice was plus being plus V3 form, were plus being plus V3 form. And for the given example, Maha was typing a letter. Maha was typing a letter. Maha is a subject, was typing is a verb, a letter is object. So object come to the subject place. A letter was, so typing is the active voice, come to the active voice, and change to the passive voice. Was being, so typed, so that form typed by Maha. Past perfect, next tense form, past perfect. Past perfect is active and passive. What is the auxiliary required? Had plus V3 form, and the passive had been plus V3 form. And I give an example. Joe had cleaned the table. Joe is a subject, had cleaned is a verb, the table, so object. Subject, object come from the subject place. The SVO pattern changed to OVS pattern. The table had, and the singular or plural is a not a matter. So had been cleaned by Joe. Cleaned by Joe. Another one example. They had started a fight. They had started a fight. The subject had started is a verb, the fight is object. Object comes from a subject place. A fight had been, the fight had been, the V3 form, started. Started by the subject pronoun changed to the object pronoun them. Is a past perfect. So auxiliary, what is the auxiliary required? Had plus V3 form, and the passive had been plus V3 form, and change to the active into the passive voice. And the next tense form, past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense is a not need for is a no passive voice, only active. Is a not is a next tense is the future tense. Next tense is a future tense. Simple future. Simple future. So what is the auxiliary required? Will or shall plus verb 1. So passive is will be, shall be plus V3 form. For give us some example. Kamesh will solve the problem. Kamesh will solve the problem. So Kamesh is a subject, will solve is a verb, the problem is object. Object comes from the subject place. The problem will, so change to the passive, so will be plus V3 form. Solve. The problem will be solved by Kamesh. Yes. Future continuous tense. So future continuous tense have a no passive. So it's not needed. For you and present perfect continuous tense and past perfect continuous tense, future tense, future continuous tense, and fourth one future perfect continuous tense have a no passive. Okay. So future perfect continuous tense have no change to the active to passive voice. And next one, future perfect. Future perfect, what is the auxiliary recurrent is the active and the passive. Will have plus V3 form, shall have plus V3 form, and the active passive will have been plus V3 form, shall have been plus V3 form. The active into the passive voice. And the next one, future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous, so active, so passive. What is the auxiliary recurrent? Will have been plus verb plus ing, and the shall have, and the passive is a no passive. The sentence will not be changed to the no passive. Grammar is like a mathematics. So why tell the grammar is like a mathematics? The grammar you do the step by step. So as I say, as I like, it's the grammar, and you should memorize the tenses, all tenses, and after you will correctly write about the grammar. So I tell the grammar is like a mathematics, and you without knowing the tenses and without knowing the sentence patterns, you cannot write the active into the passive voice. Next, modals. So what are the modals? Can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, and used to, ought to, dare, need. So these are the models. So active voice, model plus verb 1. So passive models plus B plus V3 form. Models plus B plus and V3 form. And I will give one example. He can lift the box. He can lift the box. He subject can lift the verb. Box is the object. Object comes from the subject place. The box. So models. So passive. So active or the passive. The box can. So can be, and the V3 form lifted. Lifted by he changed to the him. He can lift the box. It's an active voice and change to the passive. The box can be lifted by him. It's a active into the passive voice. So first session we are taught to the simple present, and this sessions and past tense and the future and the models. And next sessions we are know about the and various sentence and different kinds of the change to the active into the passive voice. Okay, thank you.